I'm Joey, and I play bass.
I'm Brendan, I sing and play guitar.
I'm Mark, I sing and play the piano.
And I'm Joe, and I play the drums.
Well, we were kicking around some ideas, trying to find the right name for us, and this guy likes aviation. I like space travel and stuff a lot. And so somehow, I think we came up with the name Clear for Takeoff.
Yeah, we were kicking some ideas. We wanted to make sure that it represented, who we are as a band and where we want to be. And it's kind of like our motto as far as, trying to go forward with our music and get it out to the public, get it out to people.
And of course, every time we get in the van and go play a show, somebody always says, as we're pulling out of the driveway, "We are clear for takeoff." And the other three of us look at that person and shake our heads. We got started as Clear for Takeoff officially about 2 years ago during the summer of 2009 when Brendan and I, who were coming off the breakup of our old band, joined up with Mark, who was coming off the breakup of his old band. And the way the two of these guys met, was actually Brendan's younger brother did karate with Mark. So it was just a very random connection that led to us joining up and forming the band. And as we went along, we had a bass player position open up, and Joey, who we've known for several years now through college, was right there to step in and become a permanent member with us.
Secrets in my ear, I swear that I'll believe you this time. If you were to take Green Day, and if they happened to meet up with something corporate, and they had a baby, and Freddie Mercury, raised that baby, that would probably describe our sound the best. We feel like we have a pretty... What? People like to describe our sound as a mix between something corporate and Green Day, and it's something that I think we're not necessarily striving for, but it really does fit what our influences are.
We also take, as far as shaping our sound and describing our style, we do take a lot of influence from groups like the Beatles, who had the two lead singer structure between Lennon and McCartney. And I really think, as far as shaping our sound and the kind of end product that we're going for, we try to look to them as the shining example of what we should be doing and how that relationship would work.
Definitely. And also I think like Queen and the Ramones are really great examples of how we want to make our stage presence known. I think we take a lot of examples or a lot of influence from them as well. Let's take the world together before we finally say.
With the City was basically a bunch of songs that Mark had brought to the table, and then a bunch of songs that me and Joe had brought to the table, and we just kind of put them all together on one CD.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it actually was going to at first be like that, but we became great friends, the three of us, and we just really, it started to really mesh, and so we decided to put it all on one album and make it one product that we could, move forward with.
We are actually writing and have written a lot of new music. Ever since we solidified the lineup as Joey, Brendan, Mark, and myself, we have been writing lots and lots of new material, and took what we thought the best material was and actually got the chance to go up to New Jersey and work with a producer named Rob Freeman, who's dealt with major artists like Gym Class Heroes and Hit the Lights, and record our 6-song EP, which we're currently in the process of finalizing and getting mastered right now. So that'll be something coming out in the next few months.
So get ready.
Get ready, because it's coming for you.
I think we each have our ideas of what separates us from other bands. I know I personally feel like we're just a fun band to watch, and that's actually my personal goal every time we put on a show, is just to make sure that everyone in the room is having fun. Because you can go, if you go to a show and you don't know the band, you don't know any of their songs, it can often be a pretty mundane experience to see them on stage and they get off and you don't really feel like you've made any connection to them. Every time we put on a show, I like to make sure that everyone in the room is having fun, so they feel like they can come up and talk to us afterwards and even want to come out to the next show just to see what happens.
I think one of the really unique things about us is that we try to make sure that everyone's personality really comes out in what we're playing and in our stage show, and making sure that everybody knows that Clear for Takeoff isn't just one person, it's the four of us working together to achieve the same goals. And we equally want to go up and talk to somebody after the show and just have an experience with them.
I think something musically that sets us apart is the fact that we have kind of a two-singer band. I do a lot of singing, and Mark does.
Yeah, and I think and along with that, we do a lot of harmonies, which has become a focal point of our record, our shows, and I think a lot of bands do harmonies, but it's not the main focal point. And a lot of our songs are based around our harmonies, which sets us a little bit apart from other bands.
Yeah, and harmonies are cool, and we enjoy them.
Yeah,
They're pretty neat.
We have two big shows coming up before we take a little break before our big CD release show, which is going to be sometime later on in the spring. The first one is right outside of Baltimore on January 27th at Padonia Station. We're actually going to do something pretty neat with this show and play Wake the City cover to cover, all 15 songs. I don't think we've ever done that before. Some of the songs we've never even played live, so it should be a pretty interesting and fun night, so everyone should come out. It's a free show. And then following that up on February 6th, we're playing Noise in the Basement, hosted by 98 Rock in Baltimore at Baltimore Soundstage, and it should be a really fun show. It's the day after the Super Bowl, so, nice continuation of the Super Bowl party.
Up.
Football.
And like what Joey said, be on the lookout around the springtime, probably around April, for our big CD release show in Baltimore. And we're also going to try to release a single off that album, hopefully sometime before that. So make sure you're on the lookout for some new CFT music.
Let's go, fly away from here, let's go.
I think the first one kind of came right as we started the band, actually. We released our album, Wake the City, and within a couple months, we were contacted by Hollister. They wanted to license one of our songs, Rockabye in E-flat, to play in all their stores. That was really awesome. That happened in the fall of 2010. This year, we actually got a chance to play also in the fall, but 2011, for the Virgin Mobile Free Fest. So we got to open for CeeLo Green, Dead Mouse, the Black Keys, a bunch of really big bands. That was at Merriweather Post Pavilion, which was a huge venue. So it was our first time playing there. That was a lot of fun.
It was 50,000 plus in attendance that day.
Yeah, it was a record, I think, that day. So that was just an amazing experience for us. We've also got a chance to play recently with a band called Cartel, which is one of my personal favorite bands. So I was kind of really excited for that. And I think the whole studio experience was a really big accomplishment just for us to be able to get in and work with a big producer and get our new album kind of going.
Our second album done.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay on the lookout for plenty of videos from us on YouTube. Come to all the shows, because if you don't, then you're missing out.
Exactly.
And that sucks.
Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Clear for Takeoff. We're also on Twitter, CFT Band.
Or if you go to our website, cftband.com, you can find the Twitter, the Facebook, and the YouTube all linked together right there.
One place.
In harmony.
One home.
I've been waiting so long, waiting so long.